share my screen. Before that, just a quick agenda, right? Like, what are the things that we'll be looking at today? So, one, enhanced cruise mode. Uh, Cruise mode, of course, is one of the hero features that we uh, built. We were one of the first ones, and we see a lot of other players now trying to sort of replicate what's there in Scalenut in terms of cruise mode. So there's a massive upgrade. We'll walk you through that, and we'll try to create an article, right? We'll also talk about interlinking separately, followed by Webtune. Some of you might know Webtune. We launched it last month, I think exactly 5 weeks back. Astounding response that we have got from people. We already have upwards of 100 paying users now for Webtune. And we'll walk you through like what we have launched today. It's a multi-domain functionality, and also walk you through like some of the other things that we will be building in Webtune. So I'll probably get started. Is my screen visible, Gaurav?
Yes, pretty much.
All right, wonderful. So we'll focus predominantly on the cruise mode today. I'll not touch the other modules, but if anybody has any questions related to any of the modules, feel free to use Q&A section, and we'll try to cover all of them. Okay, so quickly hopping on to article writer, right? Like let's think about any of the recent topics that we want to write. Of course, we are in the AI world, so how about Claude 3 versus, let's say, GPT-4, okay? In United States, we'll start. So we'll of course like start analyzing the competitors in in the United States for the specific keyword, and you will see a lot of enhancements on the left hand side of the screen. So this is important, right? I'll just talk about these sections. So context is very simple. You can give AI some context about what you are writing and whatever information you want AI to consume. I'll leave that blank. But what are the new additions that have happened in the article setting? So one article type. For different topics, you write different kinds of articles. There are a lot of how-to articles. So those are like guides, how-tos, what is, so on and so forth. Then there are a lot of comparisons like we are going to do. You have listicles, like, for example, top 10 AI SEO tools, classic case of like listicle. Then you have like affiliate blogs, you have service pages, and so on and so forth. So we have introduced templates. So templates will guide AI on a specific format, what kind of article it should be. So you don't have to really worry about, okay, I'm trying to write a listicle, so what should the format look like? So we'll cover that. For this particular topic, Claude 3 versus GPT-4, it's recommended to use a general template. However, if you want to change, you can always change to one of these. Now, obviously, for this topic, we don't recommend changing to beginner's guide or listicle or service page or affiliate, but different kind of keywords you can. So for example, if you're writing how to write an SEO article, so you will probably choose beginner's guide. If you're talking about top 10 tools, you will choose listicle. If you have a local service that you're trying to promote, so service page, and list and affiliate, of course, like if you're promoting certain products or you have product review pages, so that's where affiliate pages will come into play. We have also introduced AI images. So to start with, we have started with featured AI image, and you can again choose what kind of AI image that you would want to incorporate in your article. I'll keep it to digital art, or I like things being a little realistic, so photorealistic, let's say. Now, most important thing, right? So you can choose up to 3 articles that AI will look at to capture factual information. Okay. So we have already selected a couple of them by default here. So number 2 and number 10, you can change these from the top 10 list. So for example, I would want, so let's say I would want to look at this, okay? And I don't want Indian Express. So these two, and I also have another article that I want AI to refer. That's where things get interesting. I can add a custom URL here. So you can just enter the URL that you would want. So let's say for now, I'll just take any Scalenut, right? Like any blog, just to right. So let's pick a blog from here. So let's say, yeah, let's pick this. Yeah, for now. I'll just enter the URL here. Obviously, this is not related to this topic, but to show you, I'll add. What we will do is we'll analyze that URL in terms of its SEO score, H tags, images, number of words, etc. Right? So this is what we will do. And I can add more custom URLs, of course, or I can choose from the predefined list. For now, I'll delete this. It's not relevant for this particular topic. I'll choose, let's say this, okay. I'll update. And so I'll quickly recap. Article type is an edition where you can choose a template. Obviously, you are recommended the most relevant one. You can choose what kind of image you want. You can also choose the articles that AI should refer for factual information and for content creation. You can also add custom URLs here, right? So not necessarily that you have to choose from these top 10, right? You can put anything. This is the feature that already existed, which is tone of voice. You can add, a lot of tones. You can let Scalenut identify the tone. All your pre-created tones will be here, so you can select those. So I'll skip this for now. I'll go to the next step, which is what always existed, which is the title. AI will suggest the title that we can change, looking at the top 10, so top 10 articles here, or I like this, Unveiling the Ultimate AI Showdown. So I'll go ahead with this. Now, this is, of course, the heart of the article, which is the entire outline. Here we obviously look at what inputs you gave at the first screen in terms of the template, in terms of what competition to look at, what are any custom URL that you fed, and we will come up with the outline, right? So you can, of course, download and, you can change the outline. You can look at the competitors on the right-hand side, right? And you can add any of the subtopics here. So if you see the outline, right? So introduction, the genesis, then deep dive into these technologies, performance, applications, the use cases, how's the experience, future trajectory, expert opinions, if any, and conclusion, and also added a question, right? You can obviously edit, as I said. Now, next step. In the earlier cruise mode, you realize that there was an additional step of writing points, and after beta testing for almost couple of months, and a lot of feedback from the users, that step has been removed, and we incorporate the best writing points we create at our end, and we directly create the first draft. This draft typically takes a minute or two because a lot of processing happens, but you will start seeing the output, right, one by one, and as different subtopics get covered, you will also see them getting ticked off, right? So let's wait it out for a few seconds before this. I love the image between Claude and GPT. Okay, we see the meta title, description, permalink, everything is generated here. And this is an interesting section that we have added, which are key highlights. So as you would realize today, people don't have that much time, and Google really puts a lot of emphasis on the UI, UX, or the experience of the user. So adding these key highlights is like TLDR to your blogs, make it very powerful because users get quick insights and excite them to go deeper into some of these things. So if you see the key highlights, very, very interesting and factually correct, right? And if you see these subtopics have already been covered, they are getting marked in green. And as I scroll down, yeah, it is mostly covered. So it's just wrapping up some other subtopics already covered, done close to 2,400 words. Key terms usage looks good. These are NLP key terms. That also looks good so far. Yeah, we are mostly at the end, right? Let's Okay. By the way, like if some of you are not already aware, there is something called Cruise AI within Scalenut. So, for example, let's say your old applications or accessibility. Okay, let's add here, right? So I want to just enhance the conclusion. I clicked here. I can regenerate it, of course. There's something called Cruise AI here. Cruise AI is like your ChatGPT, right? You give custom commands at a paragraph level. So, for example, I want to add a brief table to highlight key differences between Claude 3 and GPT-4. So I want to insert a table, right? Like, so I'm trying to give a command to AI. Yeah. So if you see, it has added a table. I can, of course, like edit it, it has talked about feature, strength, evolution, future, and given its inputs. So similarly, earlier adding tables to content was really difficult. Now, AR editor supports the table. So that's something that we released a few weeks back. But yes, you can give a lot of any kind of custom commands to AI using Cruise AI. I'll export this to editor, and we already have a pretty solid score. Looks good. The image looks good. I can edit the alt text for now. I'll leave it as it is for now. And there's this article I can take up for editing, right? So this is the cruise mode, all new cruise mode that has host of new features, and from the testing that we have been doing since last few weeks, the results are pretty insane. So yeah, we'll take a pause, and take up questions before moving to the next set of items. Thank you, Justin. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, Justin. Mayank, can you once show us how the create table command was used?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me just go here. Okay. So I can actually, let me go back to the previous step so that it's easier. Okay. So this was the final step before we went to the editor. Okay. And we said in the conclusion, we want to add a table. Okay. Now I can add table to any other section as well. So let's say, okay. So I will take this section H3 and I'll go to this regenerate icon. Once you click on this, there are various predefined options also that you will see: rephrase, expand, but there's something called Cruise AI. When I click on Cruise AI, there is this simple box that opens, command window that you can give, write anything. So for example, enter table, the list of academic perspectives, right? So that's the instruction I've given. I can also give an instruction, change this to bullet point, right? So so this is a table. Obviously, table was not very relevant for this particular subsection, but this is how you enter the table. I don't like this, so what I'll do is I'll just go back and take the original one. Yeah, and the original one is here, and I'll just click outside, right? So I'm here. So earlier we created this table and move to the editor again. Yeah.
Perfect. Any option to generate more images? That's the feedback we're getting.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good feedback. On the way for sure.
Yes.
Want to start with the featured image and then move to the other ones.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a way to wrap text around the images? Yes, you can do that in the editor. Not a problem. Are the new article mode updates only in the article writer and not available in Content Optimizer? So, Nick, the use case, this basically primarily exists in the article writer, right? And when you use Content Optimizer, the template, etc., everything has already been selected and the content already exists. So, where there you basically don't generate content. So, the option of selecting a template as such doesn't exist there.
But the next exciting feature is available in the content optimizer as well. So while we are answering questions, Gigi, I'll quickly, ask few questions from the folks, like in terms of a quick poll while you answer them.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Perfect. All right. I will love doing these polls. These insights really help, and now we are hoping these things help you guys as well, like knowing what other people like. Okay, so this specifically around cruise mode, this particular uh, poll, right? So as we are finalizing or as we are working on the next set of features to build in cruise mode, specifically article writer, what are the things that you would like to see, right? Option to add proprietary information for AI to consume, right? Like now, okay, I have like a Word doc or a PDF that's not published, something like that. Please feel free to sort of like take the poll. Will really help us prioritize next set of features for you guys. Bulk article creation or more AI images, AI detection, more templates, or so on and so forth. Also, like and we are sure that would be the case, like you might be using some other tools as well where Scalenut doesn't really meet your requirements. Then which ones would those be, right? That we can then bake into Scalenut, make it like that powerful so that you don't have to struggle between multiple tools, and Scalenut really takes care of things. Yeah. So folks, if we can take a quick poll, we'll really appreciate it. I'll take a pause. Gaurav, please feel free to continue.
Okay. No, I think most of the questions are answered. So we've got very less results, right? Like only 30% people have answered. So I'd request to just very quickly fill in the poll. Would help us sort of, help us prioritize and build the next set of features.
Yeah, it will literally take like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
There is a question from Philip, I think. I think there's some issue with the key terms. I think Philip is facing.
Yeah, I've pinged Philip to write me on email, and I'll personally look into it. I don't have the context right now, but would love to look into it as I get to know the issue.
Yeah, definitely, Philip.
For sure. Okay.
Cool. So I'll probably move to the next most exciting feature that we are super excited about, which is interlinking. Okay. So I'll come back to the same article that we were creating, which is around Claude 3 versus GPT-4. As all of you also mentioned that in the poll, interlinking is extremely important. It is important because you want to give that signal to the search engines that you have authority on a certain topic. So you have the entire theme covered. Second, you want users to stay on your platform for longer. You want to engage them. So you want to give them that direction to go to different pieces that you have written. So that's where interlinking comes into play. So you will see a little icon on the top right, which is interlinking. And if I click on that, it will ask you which domain you want us to refer. You might have multiple domains connected with Scalenut. If you don't have any domain, please connect a domain so you can easily manage domains. You click on add domain and you can always like add new domains based on your plan. Here we have Scalenut. I can add more domains. For now, let's stick with Scalenut. I'll choose Scalenut. If I have multiple domains, I'll see multiple domains. I can choose one of them and I'll click start, right? Once you have sort of selected one particular domain, system will remember it for the next set of articles, but you can always change that. Okay. So if you see the current number of interlinks in this particular article are 0, it suggested that you have at least 6, but you can have more as well. But don't overdo it because it becomes, otherwise it becomes like very, very crowded. So yeah. So for example, it has picked this product descriptions, and this has suggested an article around product description examples. I can also browse through other suggestions, like, so wherever product description is a keyword is there in the article, it will suggest those interlinking opportunities, right? So there are 3 such opportunities that exist. I can accept, I can dismiss. So I'll go ahead and add this. Okay, so natural language processing, there seems to be a nice piece that's written there, real world examples of natural language processing. I'll go ahead and add that as well. Or let me see if I scroll. Yeah, introduction. Okay, in introduction, I'll skip the introduction. So yeah, I'll probably add it here. Blog post, yes, or yeah, this is fine. Artificial intelligence, yes, I would like to add that. Yeah, and I'll go ahead and resume editing. So if you see, I have added interlinking here, artificial intelligence, natural language processing, and a bunch of others, right, that we did. Now, this normally would have taken you, I mean, at least half an hour to a couple of hours, depending upon how complex your website is, how large your inventory is. But this would, with Scalenut's new feature, it would literally take you a few seconds, right? And just review and start adding interlinks. So that's what you can do. You can also do interlinking in Optimizer. So if you go to Optimizer, you pick any piece that you have already written. Let's say meta description, right? So how to write a perfect meta description. I have that piece, we'll scrape it. So let's say the entire content is here. I'll click on interlinking and let's see what kind of opportunities. So now you see, it didn't ask me for a domain, but yes, I can always change if I have multiple domains. So here you see like a lot of opportunities because it's very relevant to what pieces are already written by Scalenut. So you see SEO meta tags. Yes, I would want to add this. Search engine, yes, people would love to know about search engine. I'll add this. Tools for optimization, definitely we have a tool around content optimization tools. So apps, so see the accuracy, right? So tools for optimization, and it has picked a blog that talks about the best tools for content optimization, right? So I'll just add this. Search intent, we have blogs on search intent, yes. I'll probably add it here. And SEO performance, let's see. Okay, as for SEO performance, it has picked SEO metrics blog. Again, like very, very relevant. So yeah, I'll for now just take a pause. Yeah. So that's how you basically do interlinking, and your blog is like all beautiful. You have the image, etc. So everything will be like nice, right? I'll take a pause, right? Super excited about this feature. So guys, like any feedback, any questions around this? Yeah.
I think we spent a lot of time in building this.
And it's very resource
Yeah.
intensive. It's very resource intensive. We have to like really analyze like a lot of pages, content, etc.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Mang. Is it possible to detect opportunities for internal linking within a domain for a specific article?
Of detect opportunities for interlinking within a domain for a specific, yeah, that's what we were doing, right? So we picked a specific article. Let's say on Scalenut, we have an article and we will enter it into Optimizer. Let's say it's a published piece. And I want to find interlinking opportunities in that domain, which is Scalenut. So I'll connect that and it will give me opportunities. Similarly for new pieces as well. Yes.
And you can use it in both article writer and content optimizer. Will the tool eventually highlight pages that have too many internal links? Can you restate the recommended number of interlinkings by post or word count? So yes, we will tell you that the number of interlinkings for this page should be X, and you already have Y. So in that case, we will not more. Uh, but just giving you linking in Webtoon, where you will see for each of your page, you will see how your interlinking is spanning across your overall domain, etc. And it will be much more detailed from domain perspective. Today in article writer and content optimizer, it's for a specific URL and does not solve for the complete domain. Yeah. Okay, Mine, can you show this on the screen? The interlinking feature is a good one. How do I input the domain? I create content for various sites.
Yes.
It'll be great if you can just share this once again.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so we were on article writer. I'll go to article writer. I'll go to editing progress. So when I click on this interlinking, okay, so wait. We have already added a domain, so I'll go to manage domain. Second. Yeah. So you go to my account, you see domains on the left-hand side, and you will see all the domains that you have connected. You can add more domains from, or delete, obviously. So you can manage all the domains from domain section. You have multiple sites, add multiple domains here. Now, when you are on article writer, and when you click on interlinking, it will ask you for what domain that you want it to start recommending or look for interlink suggestions. Yes.
Okay, this is helpful. Interlinking works only in English. That's right. Finished. Okay.
Oh, I think your internet is probably a little patchy.
Yeah, my internet is breaking a bit today.
Yeah. More, I would say max site. So you can, different plans have different domains limits. So yeah, I mean, that's not a problem in the future. Yes, definitely, Bob. So like you said, we are constantly upgrading, and Google Business Profile, etc., definitely will be picked at the right time. Yes, definitely. Okay, so these changes are live, by the way, in your account. So definitely you can look at that. So somebody asked whether these are live already. Yes, they are live. Yes, we took them live. Can I select the articles to which article I'm optimizing? The article can link. Why? When I build a silo, and yes, definitely. So it will give you suggestions, Kellen, in terms of the articles. You can dismiss or you can accept. Definitely.
There's a question on, can you update your training videos? Yes, sure.
They're updated. If you look at
They're
the
already
bootcamp
updated,
and
yeah.
help articles, largely they're all updated. But yes, if you find anything that's not, please feel free to reach out. But yes, mostly they're updated.
Yeah. There's another feedback on, is it possible to have interlinking opportunity based on topic clusters? So for example, the way I understand is if you're writing on a topic cluster around various topics, then they should interlink with each other, right? Yeah, that's a good feedback, Vinal. I understand that, yeah. Can I select the articles to which the article I'm optimizing the editor can link? Why? When I build a silo, I need to link to specific articles. No, right now, that's not possible. We are providing suggestions across the domain. Yeah.
There is an interesting suggestion by Peter. Let's call Peter. That have a quick, answer to the search query in the beginning. Instead of like the key highlights. So yeah, we can probably give those options. But yes, absolutely good suggestion. Good suggestion. Yes, I agree.
Absolutely good suggestion. Yeah. I've been exchanging some messages with Peter, so
oh, lovely.
Definitely a good suggestion. Yeah.
Now, images are available in all plans, by the way.
What is the write ahead feature in Scalenut? No, this is not new. This is quite old. Yes, you are a bit late in seeing it. Okay.
I love the suggestion from Patrick that once you add a domain, if Scalenut could build a knowledge base for that business site, it would be game changer to help write content the same voice, tone, style of business. So uh, tone of voice does largely that. So it's already there, but we are also building, let's say if you have first party data and you have certain unpublished information that you want AI to consume in one article or multiple articles, so that you will be able to do soon as well, very very soon. Shall I?
Okay, Mayanka. Yeah, we should move to the other part of the
Yeah,
webinar.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think a lot of very interesting questions and still a lot of them. Apologies if we are not able to cover all of them, but yes, we will. Gaurav is on it. In
I'm.
time,
Yeah.
in the meantime, let's move to our uh, baby, which is uh, we are very passionate about Webtune. So we built it with. So it has been under, it has been with a lot of our users since December, and we officially launched it after a lot of feedback from the users last month. And like I said, we already have like over 100 paying users. We have launched it only for a small community, really not gone out, because we wanted to build certain important things that people asked for. So the most requested feature that we heard on 8th of Feb when we launched was multi-domain feature, because a lot of you um, run multiple websites, and you don't want to spend hours, or you don't want to spend thousands of dollars in managing a lot of those technical issues uh, as as your website scale, right? So a lot of you employ freelancers or agencies, or you spend a lot of hours yourself, or your team does it to manage those, right? So super proud of the team to have built it very very quickly, and in a month's time they were able to take that feedback and build it in Webtune. So I'll just quickly talk about that. Is my screen visible, Webtune? Gaurav?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So this is Webtune that identifies a lot of on-page issues on your website. So for example, here the domain is sntesting1.in. It has close to 1,000 pages. And what you've seen is there are like over 3,000 issues that Webtune has identified. And these issues are across meta titles, descriptions, external links not opening in the new windows, canonical tags missing, image alt text missing, so on and so forth, right? And it's not just missing information. So let's say meta description, it's not that it's just missing. It could be like duplicate as well. Similarly, meta title, it could be like duplicate, or it could be like it's not in the head section, it's outside head, or there are like multiple, like I said, duplicates as well. So what it does is it will show you all these across different categories, and you can look at these issues, and what you can do is like start approving. Okay, so the beauty of Webtune is it will identify the issues for you. Second, it will correct the issues for you in terms of generating copy if required, or whatever it needs to do, it will generate, or it will do the correction. And most importantly, it will also deploy corrections on your website. So it does these three things. So all you need to do is, like, for example, you just need to approve one by one, or you can just like do approve all. So it will start approving. So once you approve, you can review. So for example, there are 3 suggestions that you have approved. You can review, and if you like all of them, you can go ahead and push the changes live. And we will start pushing the changes, and there could be like as many issues, and it will publish live, and it takes literally nanoseconds, right, for it to. And it will do that on an ongoing basis. It will do weekly refresh. It will identify if there are new issues, and if there are new issues, it will tell you there are new issues. All you need to do is review, approve, deploy, right? Very simple. So all your headache of managing, and by the way, there are a lot more like SEO issues that are coming, will be adding, right, as you move forward. You can also see what are the past fixes that you have done, and you can always revert if you need to, right? You can also see history, right? At what time, what was fixed. So it's not that you don't know what happened, right? So you have entire history, and you can also like select and revert. So for example, this I want to revert. So in real time, it will revert as well, right? So this is like the core product. I'm not going into detail here for the lack of time, but one of the most important features that we have launched is managing multiple domains. So process is very, very simple. You go to domain here. Once you have connected your first domain, you will see domain. Click on this little arrow, go to manage domains, and you can add a domain here, right? So for example, I want to, let's say, sassyblog.com. I want to add this. What we will do is like we will sort of start crawling the entire blog, and whatever website you have, and depending upon obviously the plan you are in, we'll also analyze X number of pages, whatever the quota is there, right? So for example, here 96 pages are there on that particular website. I have available quota of 51 pages in my plan. So system will analyze these 51 pages for the issues it will identify, and I can go ahead and start publishing, and I can easily toggle between the two. I'll show you that. One quick step that one has to do. So while I have connected the domain, I need to sort of verify the script. So for example, this is a Sassy blog. So if I click on connect domain, I copy this code and put it in the head tag of sassyblog.com, right? Once that is done, we'll verify the connection. You can also check the connection, and once that is done, the issues can get deployed, automatically. So I'll take a pause here. Let's take up questions, feedback, and yeah, would love to get some more insights. But yeah, questions before that.
Yeah, I think we can, Mayank, we can run the quiz
Yeah. Okay.
that we have before. Yeah.
Yes, and we promise it's the
Take
last
down your
one,
questions.
folks. If
Of course.
it's around Webtoon AI, and again, these inputs, like first input we got was multi-domain, and our team was very quick to build and launch it. So any feedback that you share here, our team takes them very, very seriously. So yeah, feel free to sort of share your inputs. Would a Webtoon be helpful for your website? What's one thing that you would like Webtoon to solve next? And any other critical issues Webtoon AI should solve for you. Folks, if you can spend like another 10 seconds sharing this information, would be very, very helpful. Yeah. Gaurav, any questions that you can share with folks? In the meantime, I think very request everyone to please share your inputs on the poll.
How do we access the Webtoon code snippet again?
Okay.
Okay, so Mayank, you can show that code
Yes.
snippet on the header. Yeah,
So
it's at the top.
at the top, when you click here, so this will open up. All you need to do is like just copy, right? So I've already copied, so it is copied. Yeah, that's it. That's all. If the domain is already connected, so for example, this one, the script is already verified, so I'll not see that. For the other domain, I still need to do it, so I'll see this. So I'll copy this, copy code, and I'll go ahead and finish.
Ezekiel has a question. Is Webtoon available now? I heard Mayank say it was open to a select few.
It is open for all, yeah. Especially Scalenut community, whoever is here, and our entire user base, it's open to them now, yes.
Okay, here's another suggestion.
Mhm.
Can you put the script code on a non-branded domain, so clients don't know we're using it? Okay, yeah, that's a good suggestion. We can do that.
I think there are questions around size of the featured image. I think a couple of folks are asking. But... oh, okay, they are already. Sorry.
They're already answered. So currently, you can alter the size of the image, but not the aspect ratio. So aspect ratio is some. So if you, let's say if you want in a 16 by 9, you'll not be able to do so. But of course, you can change the size of the image in the editor as the way you like. Yeah. So are there any about how it pushes the content? There's a question. Are there any specific code requirements for the website domain? Will it push without having to be concerned about the code element on the specific website? Absolutely, yes. It should push.
Yeah.
Absolutely no problem there. Okay. Is image size optimization available? That's a good question. Image size optimization is not available right now, but that's something which is under R&D within our team. Okay. Do you make the changes I make at my website with Webtoon will be permanent? Right now, I discontinue my subscription to Webtoon. My website reverses to what is used to before subscription. This worries me. That's a good question, Finis. The way it works is we store the changes at our end, and the beauty of Webtoon is that these changes are fairly flexible, right? So, for example, you make one change today, you want to alter that, uh, you go back or make that change in real time, as and when we speak, right? In a matter of seconds, you don't need to go to a developer to do that, or understand or know any CMS yourself. So that's the beauty. Plus, also you can do a lot of experiments where you want to change things, see how they're working. If they're not working, you can revert back. So yeah, the way it works is the script fetches data from us to show it on your website. So yes, if you discontinue, the changes get reversed. However, if you feel you want the changes to be there, so you can continue the subscription, or in another way, you can download all the changes that you have and make it on your website.
Yeah.
Presumably, Webtoon works seamlessly with Rank Math. Yes, absolutely, it should work. It will work. Are there any potential anomalies that we need to be watching for? Kevin, I did not understand the kind of anomalies you're talking about. If you can share detail, that'll be awesome. Okay, I don't think we have any other questions right now. Will
Wow.
Scalenut be able to tap into Twitter, X's, Grok engine someday in the future? Yes, absolutely. Why not? I
I
don't
think
see any
we are
other
like,
reason.
yeah, testing all the models all the time.
Yeah, that's like there's one dedicated team who just does that. So yeah, perfect. I think if there are no more questions, this is very helpful. Thank you guys for showing up and being part of this webinar. In case we're not able to answer any question, feel free to hit us up on chat, or email us on vcare@scalenut.com. We'll be more than happy to answer your queries. Menke, the last question for you. Do you know when the next webinar will be?
So we will be doing, the team will be doing a couple of webinars this month. Again, to walk you through the entire product and everything. But yes, we are expecting another new launch with respect to new features for both Scalenut and Webtoon in near future. I think something could be as early as next month. We'll keep you posted. But yeah, webinars will be regular.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate that. And do let us know your feedback. We are available on chat, email, for any questions, anything. Yeah. All right.
Okay. See you
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.